WPA, prepare to have your ears tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford.
What? Yeah, that was crazy. No, it was. I mean, it's amazing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see. He just left. I don't know what the hell was going on. Kind of weird. Yeah, I told you they weren't gonna beat them. Yeah. What's up, folks? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford, here with another edition of From the Front Row. And as always, folks, we talk about the game changer champion and recap his matches from this past week. And James Altrez took on Hakayo Jason Shepard, defeated him. Took on the sponsored athlete, Jayla Masters, defeated him. And now he's entangled in a battle with David the Beast Smith for his Game Changer Championship, which he recovered from Jayla Masters, who borrowed it. Probably for motivation. I don't know, folks. What's that, Flip? Yeah, I know. That's crazy. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now, of course, as always, in a while, we haven't had this happen, folks. We had a Bruno match. Next scheduled match was supposed to be the pinnacle of humanity, Adrian Christopher taking on the Super Champion King, but the Super Champion King was absent. And instead of taking the count-out victory, the Pinnacle decided to try his hand at the commentary table to see how he stood up against other performers whose matches didn't occur. He did a pretty good job. Needs a little bit of work on his diction, though. Yeah, diction is very important. So, our first official match that actually occurred was Shepard Bane versus Fat Thomas. And Shepard Bane was able to defeat Fat Thomas, which lately that hasn't seemed to be any problems for anybody. I mean, hell, even in Tag Team Turmoil, the guy lost. I don't think it was through any fault of his own, though. I don't know. But in our next match, it was Alex Garcia taking on the ever dangerous Lady Assassin, and he was able to survive Lady Assassin and claim victory. Now, folks, as you know, Tag Team Turmoil has been put on a pause. When it starts, we back up. We don't know. Only the admin knows that. But they are trying to get some title matches out the way to give people some opportunities. Get titles. So the whole title scene could change by the time Tag Team Turmoil's over. We could have a whole new champion twice over. But Martel the Carpenter took on the Idol Steve Sampson and picked up a victory, folks. When I tell you, Martel's been doing pretty good. Yeah. Kind of helped this team during Tag Team Tournament, and they're still in it, I believe, yeah. So, our next match was Dirty Dre, who's also currently involved in Tag Team Turmoil with his partner Johnny Rocco, taking on the Ronin, Shona Campbell, and Dirty Dre picked up a win, keeping that momentum going while he waits for his next Tag Team Turmoil match. Now, speaking of momentum, Bobby Blaze took on a Darkstalker. And if you haven't been watching WPA, folks, there's Bobby Blaze attacked Dirty Dre from behind. And Fat Thomas has been going at it with Bobby Blaze as well. As a matter of fact, he went so far as to ban him from Fat Thomas Barbecue. Now, he took on a Darkstalker and defeated the Darkstalker. Now, Martel didn't appreciate that. He's like, come on, my dude. Like, you need to keep the momentum, even in a one-on-one match. But hey, it is what it is. See, Darkstalker gets some wins and then comes back in the singles match and we move on, folks, from all those singles matches to some number one contender matches. But before that, folks, we would like to invite you to a very interesting deal. Now, we might not know the price right away, but you can go on www.cameo.com/James Outraz and get the velvet voice of the Midwest to cut you a promo. Tell your boss he's a dick. Hell, you could tell him to tell the admin, Damian Ward, he sucks. And to wake up. He'd probably do a better job if he kept his eyes open. You can pay him to do anything. I'm pretty sure there will be some things he won't do. But hey, check it out. I know James Outraz on a Cameo. That's crazy. Yeah, he's the velvet voice of the Midwest. Yeah. I know. I wonder if it's like scratching your nails down a chalkboard when he talks on a Cameo. Not that it, no, you don't think so? We'll have to find out. Now, our first number one contender match featured the Triple Threat Championship to determine who would go on to face the champion, and it was Johnathan versus the Street Fight King versus Money MF and Mike. And just when it looked like Money MF and Mike was poised to pick up a victory, Johnathan stepped in and snatched victory out of his grasp by pinning the Street Fight King. Johnathan, he's a former world champ. You don't think he's not going to win a number one contender match? It's like going to sleep and waking back up. Match 2 saw Crusher LB versus Wolf Knight versus Polish Power, and Polish Power picked up the win, pinning Wolf Knight. In our next number one contender match, it was determined who would go on to face the television champ, and it was Captain Mexico versus Lunatic Aqua Regia. And folks, it's the match of the night. So early in the night. Just when it looked like Captain Mexico was poised to pick up the victory, the Lunatic stunned him with a chop to the throat and then hit the Tiger Driver 91 on him to pick up the win. My God. That match was, yeah, it looked, oh man, it was like a twist. You would have thought M. Night Shyamalan produced that sucker. Yeah, but congratulations. So the Lunatic will be moving on to the title match to face the television champion. Now in our next number one contender match, it was Big Mel versus South Bronx Savage versus the Messiah in a triple threat intercontinental championship number one contender match. And Big Mel was able to pick up the win, pinning the South Bronx Savage, as if by no surprise to mostly everyone here. Well, I know. I've run out of things to say about the Messiah that I haven't already said. So, I don't see why Turtle likes that guy. I have to have a talk with Turtle about that. Now, we did have, so three number one contender matches, folks. Some of that peanut butter stuff stuck to the roof of my mouth. Hold on one second. Yeah, there we go. Now, after all those number one contender matches and setting up who the challengers would be, we needed to find out who would still be holding on to the titles. And in our Trios Championship, it was the Killer Goons. Now, since Big Mel was involved in a number one contender match, the sponsored athlete Jay LeMaster stepped in to team up with Brasshole and Casper 2779. And they faced Cats and Corey, Quanny Fist, and Donnie Boy. Now, one of their teammates was late to the party, but once he got there, he provided ample backup as Cats and Corey pinned Casper 2779, and now the unlikely trio that's just thrown together. It always seems to happen. Three people just get thrown together and they pick up trios titles. What? No, it didn't happen when the agency. I don't think it happened when the agency. It was actually a team that beat them. Yeah, it took an actual team to beat them. Good gracious. You know, Big Mel's probably wishing he had been in the. I don't know. Would it have mattered? I mean, Casper was the one that got pinned. I mean, I don't. Actually, you know what? It might. I don't know. It might have made a difference. I don't know. We won't never know. Now, in our tag team match, it was limited edition LL, Luscious Lucius, and Money taking on the Order, Red Death, and the First Lady Alexa Leslie. And after being just let down by his partner, Red Death, it was like retribution. Because his partner this time did the job, and they picked up the win when the First Lady pinned Money. And now the Order, once again, can claim tag team gold. Oh yeah, Red Death, he was ecstatic. He clutched that sucker. Thanked the First Lady. You know, JP DiMaggio stood up and cheered. You know, which is cool, especially for First Ladies, considering the last couple of weeks she's had. That was a good win. Yeah. Me personally, I said it was going to take a good team to beat. Limited edition. Now, I'm pretty sure with their track record, the admin will talk about if they're just owed a rematch. And we'll see what happens with that. I mean, they had a bunch of title defenses. I mean, I think they had enough. We'll see. Now, our triple threat champion, the Master Sean Puff, was going on his second defense of his title, this time against the Standard Starlin J and the Blueprint Jackson Aries. And he picked up the win, pinning the Blueprint. Yes. I know. We thought it was going to be Starlin J that got pinned, but for once in his life, he kept his mouth shut. That was the most amazing thing about it. He started to do a video promo, and then he's like, no. He tried something different, folks. Second chance. Second defense. Hit the check mark. Now it's time to go for number 3. And can he do it? So let's see, the last one made it to 3, and then at number 4, tapped out. Well, the Master Sean Puff, who, I'm not gonna lie, he's been on a tear. He seems to have returned to that form he was in when he was in the top 10. And if he is at that form, that's dangerous. He could possibly do it, folks. I don't see a reason why he can't. Now, our television championship ended in a very strange time limit draw. Yes, I know you folks. It's a triple threat match. How could it end in a time limit draw? Well, through all the chaos and the blows given by our competitors in that match, James Altrez seemed like he had enough and just simply walked out the ring, folks. I kid you not. Nobody was more shocked than Jermaine Walker. But, you know, he was pouring blood. there was eye holes getting ripped open. The trading of punches. Pepper Pig was knocked down. I mean, the Beast was knocked down. And he just turned his back and left, and he told Jermaine Walker to remember this. And he hopped down and limped to the back. Now, folks, say what you want. That's a weird way for a match to go. So, the referees said, screw it. This is now a one-on-one match. And they couldn't beat each other. The Beast could not beat Jermaine Walker. And time ran out on him. He's still the champion. I don't know, maybe we get Dirk Gently to actually ask James Altuve exactly why did he decide to leave. I don't know. Maybe did he want to keep his... I don't know. There had to have been something. He looked like he was being bothered the whole match anyway. Now, our U.S. champion was also in action as he took on the Kingpin JP DiMaggio and HKO Jason Shepard. I said the number one contender match for the... No, it was the match of the night. But JP DiMaggio put on a show, folks. Kept control of the match, and now he is now the U.S. champion. He said he was going to get gold again. He got it. And here's the thing, folks. The same night his lady gets gold, he gets gold. Power couple. That's what it means, folks. Where's the lie in that right now? They proved it. So congratulations to our new United States champion. Can't wait to see who he faces first. Now, our Intercontinental champion, Mac Blakely, was in action versus the badass Eddie Vendetti. And man, we were rooting for him. He didn't let us down. And still did not let us down. But he did lose. And the badass Eddie Vendetti is now the Intercontinental champion. Congratulations to the badass Eddie Vendetti. Man. But hey, a surprising turn of events though. The admin have deemed that because of his successful defenses, which he would just get an automatic rematch. But they were so impressed by his defenses, they awarded him the title of number one contender to the World Championship. And who would he face? Who is he going to face, folks? Because the world champion Johnny Rocco was in action versus Lycan Umbris, who seemed to be impatiently waiting for his match. And he probably should have used a little more patience because it showed in the match as Johnny Rocco, from start to finish, folks, controlled that match and defeated Lycan Umbris, and finally did something he hasn't done with any other title other than tag team titles and game changer titles, folks. He has now successfully defended a singles title 2 times in a row. And that is dangerous now, folks. We have a focused, we have a focused Master Sean Puff. You have a focused Johnny Rocco because his eyes are set on being successful with that title. So unless he makes a mistake somewhere, a mental error somewhere, he's going to hold on to that. And maybe win Tag Team Turmoil for the second time. We don't know. That's up in the air. When there's a lot of good teams left in there, it's anybody's game at this point. Stay tuned for Philip. He is coming up. I'm gonna keep eating. Yeah, that's all we got, folks. Enjoy your week. Remember, hug your loved ones. Time you love them. Don't drink and drive. And folks, above all, pick up the phone, call that friend that might need to hear your voice. Be a saving grace in their life. Choose. What? No, it's not peanut butter and jelly. No. Ran out of jelly, so I said peanut butter and Nutella. Yes. What? That rumor. Oh, you mean the one from last week? So what I hear is, a certain someone talking about it's like leaving, and not leaving the whole league, but leaving. Good day, WPA. Once again, it is I, Philip Alexander Carrington IV, and I'm here to enlighten you as to who my pick of the week is. And staying true to his word, our new champion, the Kingpin, JP DiMaggio, achieved his goal as he said he would. And now the United States champion, as he represents this dredge of a country. Tenacity, the unwillingness to give up. It is very admirable. And it's very impressive how he won. Granted, his foe had recently acquired said title, but DiMaggio treated it as if he was battling a seasoned champion on a historic title reign. He is to be commended for that. I mean, after all, when you have downfalls, it's very easy to just give up and trudge through life as if everything is going to be the same way every time, but the Kingpin did not settle for that. The notoriously strong-willed, ferocious Kingpin picked up a win and held on for victory. Now, as far as how long he keeps said title, he is to perform the way he did this past week. I see a very nice title reign in his future. He makes it past this week, which I'm pretty sure the admin will pick his opponent. I look forward to see what challenges he lays out for himself as far as his title is concerned. Who will he call out the first chance he gets to fight for his title? Because it is his now. I mean, RKO didn't even have time to have a celebratory parade in his honor. But we shall see. Until then, I bid you good day. I said good day.